All right. Good morning to everyone up at Nats. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Annalise. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. Now, Shark Boy, Bacon Shark.
Yeah, boy.
According to the news, I see here on the papers, Bacon Shark should be on the menu up in Lynch's in St. Philip because a guy picked up a shark weighing over 250 pounds.
Boy's gotta be happy today, man.
I tell you, boy, let me tell you, plenty. If Trinidad's here about that at all, you know, the Trinidad's in Barbados will descend on that place, you know. Bacon Shark, boy, Bacon Shark, huh? Yes, Bacon Shark. Right. Now that's one story very much in the news. I see that the marketing officer at the Crane Beach Hotel is suggesting that Tropical Storm Brett might have brought the sargassum seaweed to Barbados. So I just want to find out who brought it the last time. You know? If the tropical depression, Brett, storm, whatever you call it, that passed through last week, brought the sargassum, who brought it in the past, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, we had sargassum also on the beaches here before Brett. Maybe a bit more came in with Brett, you know. So I'd say, no pun intended, don't bury your head in the sand, because if now Brett gone and it's still here, then we'll have to wonder, won't we?
Yes. You
know, ever thought maybe perhaps global warming could be playing a part? You know, the warming of the oceans, temperature going up.
I believe it is. Majorly so.
Yep. But of course, there are people like the U.S. president who are not really sold on this thing called global warming. You know, It's a lot of stuff that people, you know, left-wing people talk about. You know, the liberals talk about, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see. Now, then, Minister of Education Ronald Jones, he says, you know. He's on the media again about the fighting among the schoolgirls, social media, and so on, and general media. He says he wants media wants to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Whew, we haven't executed anybody around here. That's a word. Yeah, we could take that word out of the you know, we just talk about that, but we don't really do that. Yeah, so judge, jury, and executioner. And apparently teachers, you know, when children fought. When teachers were children, they fought too, he said, but there were no Polaroid cameras to record it. The media, you know, it seems to me we're doomed if you do and you're doomed if you don't. You know, and well, according to the minister, you know, we want to be judge, jury, and executioner. Well, what does that make him? Isn't he also being judge, jury, and executioner where the media is concerned? He alone cannot determine what is right. Come on, you know. One last one for you. These are things in the news that, of course, you know, these are not
necessarily the news.
These are just our stupid comments on matters of great importance.
Well put.
Yes. Prime importance, shall we say, capital prime, yeah. Now, West Indies head coach Stuart Law, he says the West Indies, this is a quote, right? I saw this. West Indies lack the edge to beat their opponents, India. We lack the edge to beat the opponents that we're playing against. Okay. And that was very manifest on the weekend when we got rinsed out. So my question to Stuart Law, and I know you're only the head coach, why you don't bring back Bravo then? You know, Darren Bravo, remember that name? Either that or let the president put on some pads and go out and do the job, because he got a lot of talk, you know. All right. Meanwhile, one of your best batsmen, Darren Bravo, is languishing because he called the president a big idiot on a tweet, allegedly.
So they say.
I'm not alleging that the president is a big idiot. I'm alleging that he said that he was. There are others who may differ and may say not big, but you know, something else. All right. Maybe a nice person. All right. So there you have it. Those things are not necessarily the news, but they are in the news. And these are some, you know, I find these comments strange sometimes. So I'm just trying to pull out these things. So we're not ready. We lack the edge to beat the opponents. Meanwhile, some of our best batsmen are not playing. And one of a fine young batsman, he's languishing on the sidelines because he said something allegedly on Twitter and tweeted, and he has been banished to Siberia. There you have it. That is not necessarily the news. And it's brought to you by
Nats Home Furnishing.
Yes, it is.